rest in peace to the human beatbox. That would be BizMarkie. All right, his mama named him Marcel Theo Hall. I was like, he don't even look like a Marcel Theo. I mean, BizMarkie looks like BizMarkie. But you guys, just a legendary hip hop. I mean, just a staple. I mean, somebody that hip hop built its on his back. You understand what I'm saying? Like, BizMarkie is definitely one of those ones from the 80s and, you know, that we remember, who made a name and, like I said, has created this legend. He died, okay? A few weeks ago, they were trying to say that BizMarkie had died, and that was not the case. But anytime stuff like that starts to come out, I had figured that he probably was sick, okay? And somebody is beating the gun, you know, might be a nurse there that's talking to somebody and you know, saying like, he ain't gonna make it. And then people come out and say some shit like he's dead. You know, I don't understand. It's gotten very morbid when it comes to social media and different blogs and things like that like to report. They want to be the first to report something. And, you know, when it comes to somebody's life, so wrong to just be saying that a person is dead. Even if they on life support, they are still alive. And really, they could still come back. You know, we won't forget when Lil Wayne, and I still believe to this day that Lil Wayne was very, very close to death. And remember, TMZ kept on saying, no, he is dead. Okay, they kept saying that he's dead. He was having all those seizures. Remember when he was on lean real bad and all that? Remember he was talking about that? And we had a few instances where he was passing out and, you know, he was in the hospital. But that one time that he was in the hospital and they were literally saying that he was dead. Well, he's not dead, obviously. Okay, and he did come back. And maybe they was putting 20 on 10 on how serious his condition was. But what I'm saying is, you know, until the official family or spokesperson for the family member comes out and says that this person is dead, let's just let the people live and try to make it out of whatever they're in. Okay. But I had assumed that he had been very sick. They said that he had type 2 diabetes and he's been fighting that, you know, he's been fighting the disease for years, but it's been really bad. He's had complications over the last year, in and out of comas, and things like that. So he finally succumbed to the disease, and I was saddened. You know, it's just something that we have to realize, that our rap legends, you know, our R&B legends, our soul legends, you know, everybody's getting older, you know, and even though they're dying younger, because BizMarkie was not that old, but you know what I'm saying is that now we have to take into consideration the fact that people's health issues, you know, come about as we get older, and, you know, just things that we don't expect. And, you know, BizMarkie, I don't know what his health, you know, prognosis was or anything, but, he's been big the whole time that we've known him. I've seen him go up and down a little bit, but he's pretty much been a bigger person. And like I said, he had diabetes for a long time, and this is just something that finally got him. So, you know, as we mourn the death of BizMarkie, we also have to be cognizant of our own health as we get older, and just try to make some better decisions to be here longer for our loved ones. Because, you know, when I say better decisions, I mean health wise, of course, you know, eating right and trying to be active in some kind of way. And I'm talking to myself as well as everybody else, because I mean, I'm not bad with eating, but, you know, I could probably do better. And, you know, I exercise walking, but I could still be more diligent as well. And, you know, we ain't getting no younger is what I'm saying. So let all of these people that are having their different challenges with their health remind us that, you know, our life is fragile and that we have to take care of it. But yeah, you guys, you know, very, very sad that he's gone. I saw, you know, countless videos and posts and tributes and things to BizMarkie from, you know, different hip hop artists as well. LL Cool J was the first person that I saw, and he was just so upset, and he was saying how BizMarkie was in his basement when he wrote Rock the Bells, I think he said. And, you know, he just, when you hear the history that these people have with BizMarkie, you know that we lost a big part a big part of the music community, the hip hop community. But as I always say, their music will definitely live on. And we then got to the point now, we've had so many people that we've lost in hip hop that we can get a compilation album of all their music together and have a good ass party. You know, so many people we've lost, but that is it. BizMarkie was married. I didn't put his wife's name down. I'll write it on the screen here. He did not have any children, but of course he leaves behind scores and scores of fans, I'm sure family, friends. He was 57 years old. Rest in peace to BizMarkie. I also have to say rest in peace to FrankieLons. Okay, that is Keisha Cole's mother, Neffy's mother. There were and the other two siblings, I'm sorry I don't have their names, but you guys all remember Frankie. I mean, who can forget Frankie? Frankie is one of the OG moms. Frankie and Jim Jones' mom were the mothers that were the beginning of the reality show Mom, and then they pretty much created all the other reality show moms after them. Very outspoken, you know, wild. We know that Frankie has always had a drug problem. When she ended up on Keisha Cole's reality show, that was the subject matter, the fact that Keisha Cole was trying to get her birth mother off of drugs and, you know, take care of her, do, you know, right by her, get her some teeth, make sure she's, you know, and that is something that we know for a fact that Frankie has been fighting ever since Keisha Cole's reality show. I mean, and before that, obviously, but we met her at that time. And we've seen her over the years. Sometimes she'll look great. And I'll be like, okay, Frankie's doing good. And then we'll see her again and she won't look great. And we'll know that she's probably slipped off of the wagon and, you know, back on drugs. And just like our regular family members, when we know somebody that has a true problem, that has been fighting and battling something for so long, we had got to the point where Frankie was kind of like family, you know, just sometimes she was good, sometimes she wasn't, but that still didn't, you know, diminish the love that we have for her. And I would like to have seen Frankie win. Okay, so it was just her 60th birthday and she was celebrating her birthday amongst family and friends, and she overdosed on drugs. I don't know what the drugs were, but she ended up dying on her birthday, you know, doing drugs. So something that she's been fighting and trying to get a handle on all of her life, and she lost that battle. So I mean, that's just really, really sad. And when I saw that Neffy had posted, like, you know, her heart is so broke that she just couldn't believe it, I couldn't believe it either, because I tell you guys this every time. Like, when we talk about people dying, I'm always like, you just expect people to live, you know. But in Frankie's case, I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys. When I read that, I knew immediately. When they said that she had died, I knew it was gonna be from an overdose. I don't even know if I've seen Keisha Cole say anything about it. But I know that the other siblings and, like I said, other celebrities have reached out and said things and, you know, had posts and, you know, just said, Keisha Cole may have said something, but if she didn't, she doesn't have to, because, you know, when you're mourning your mother, and she definitely had a relationship with with Frankie. I know that she's closer to her adoptive mother, but she definitely had a relationship with Frankie. She definitely loved her. As a matter of fact, I think the last time I remember Keisha Cole saying anything about her mother is that she's going to have to just back off because she's done everything that she can for Frankie, and Frankie is just not going to do what is necessary. And we know that people that have family members that deal with drugs or, you know, addict personalities, you know, at some point there's nothing else that you can do, you know. So that probably was where Keisha Cole was. But I'm just so sad for the family, because, you know, it's just sad that Frankie wasn't able to tackle her demons like that. So we'll just also say, you know, that we'll miss you, Frankie. Frankie was 60 years old. Rest in peace to FrankieLons. right, you guys. So many of you guys who are Kanye West fans, hello, Pega. My friend Pega just loves her some Kanye West, you guys. It seems that Kanye is planning on releasing an album this week. It's entitled Donda, after his mother. Kanye West hasn't released an album since Jesus is King, which came out in 2019. I think this album was actually supposed to come out in 2020. But it didn't because of COVID. They must have decided to wait on that. But now it is going to be coming out tomorrow, which is today, because today is Thursday, but you guys will be getting this video on Friday. And yeah, you got another album coming. I don't even know, is this going to be another gospel album, or is this going to be, you know, I've heard people you know, dropping little hints that have heard it. What was his name? Justin LeBoy, the Respectfully kid, he said that he listened to it and that it's just so light years ahead of its time. You know, I'm just trying to figure out how far ahead of time do music need to be? Shit. I mean, you know, but music is music, so I don't know what that means. But, you know, everybody just, I mean, Kanye is good at music, so we not gonna never take that away from the man, okay? He is a creative genius, I believe so. When I listen to his albums, I mean, just the stretch of the sounds that come from when he first started all the way to the end. I mean, he has definitely reinvented the sound as time has gone on. So I love Kanye's music. You know, Kanye the person just works my damn nerves. As far as his album is concerned, yes, I would love to hear it. Actually, they're having a listening event today here in Atlanta, and it's 8 o'clock. I believe it's going to be a big spectacle because you guys know that Kanye doesn't do anything small. And then we'll just see how it goes. I mean, I would love to get a Kanye West rap album. I would love to get a Kanye West rap album, you know, because I still feel like that's what he does best. I mean, his whole gospel choir and all that, they're hugely talented, and yes, I love to hear them sing as well. But Kanye, the Kanye that I know and love, is a rap artist, and that's what I would love to hear from him if I had to have my choice. Okay, but we'll see what comes out and comes about with Donda. Okay, are you guys anxious to hear it? All right, you guys, congratulations are in order to our girl Marla Gibbs. Okay, Miss Marla Gibbs, let me not be disrespectful. She is definitely our elder. I just saw her recently on Instagram saying how people were trying to get some shit started. This is me, layman's, of course. Miss Gibbs was not saying it this way, but people were trying to get some shit started because they were saying that, you know, people celebrate Betty White but don't celebrate Marla Gibbs. Okay, now I do love Betty White. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, like, I watch Golden Girls, but I've been a Betty White fan from when she was on Carol Burnett show and all this, again, telling my age. But I also love Marla Gibbs, and she has no less respect in my book than Betty White does, because, you know, she also is someone that's been around for years and years and years and years. And, you know, we love the fact that she is still here. I wonder if they still got Marla Gibbs still got her club over there on King, y'all, in LA. Child, I ain't been over there so long, but I'm wondering if she still has her club. But anyway, oh boy, and I tell you, we had some good times over there too. But anyway, yeah, there's no less love or respect for Marla Gibbs, because she is one of our ones that have lasted, you guys. So recently she said that she was going to be getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and finally she did get that star. It was a scary touch and go moment for a second. I'm not sure if it was hot in LA that day or what, but just being out in the sun, she is an older lady. At some point they thought that she was going to faint. She was lightheaded and, you know, was kind of woozy and wobbly, but she was able to, you know, get herself together. And, you know, they gave her some space for her to get herself together so that she can, you know, see herself through this event. And good for her. I mean, she deserves it. There ain't nothing else I can say, but she deserves it. We loved her as Florence. We loved her on 227. And we've seen her, you know, in different little guest spots. I mean, of course, we all remember her on Martin. What was her name? Was it Miss Myra? I think it was Miss Myra. I can't remember right now, but remember she was like, don't you love it, you good babies? How my sweet babies? That's what it was. How my sweet babies doing? And we've seen her in different little things. So yeah, I mean, congratulations to her. I think she deserved it, you know, and that her name will live forever as you guys walk down the streets in Hollywood. So congratulations to Miss Marla Gibbs. Okay, and then lastly, you guys, they say that Dave Hollister, Donnell Jones, and Carl Thomas has decided to get together and form a group. Okay. Now, they say that this has been something that they have been discussing since 2009, you guys. Evidently, all three of them are from Chicago. Even though they all have very different and distinct sounds and voices, they all related to each other as they hailed from Chicago. So now that it seems like the time is right, and I guess everybody has time on their schedule now, the three are forming a group. And what is the name of the group? Can you guess? It's called The Shy. Not the TV show, but the group. Okay, so this is going to be an R&B super group, and yeah, I'm here for it. Why not? I mean, I love all of them individually as artists. I mean, Dave Hollister's first album, you guys, not when he was with Blackstreet, but I'm talking about when he came out on his own. Baby mama drama, enough to make you wanna scream and holler. She trying to get me for my dollars. Ain't nothing but that baby mama drama. Now, if you want to hear just some old nigga shit, but on an R&B tip, you need to listen to Dave Hollister's first album. That album, and it's good because it has a theme. So, like, it all goes together. You can basically listen to that whole album and it kind of tells a story. So, yes, we used to love Dave Hollister's first album. Loved it to death. I mean, I love his music, you know, and his voice. And then Carl Thomas. Of course, we know him from being with Puffy, and, you know, his song that he had, I Wish I Never Met Her, or I think it's just called I Wish, or is it I Wish I Never Met Her? You know, that was his big hit, but he's had 4 albums, I believe. One was a platinum album, and then we have Donnell Jones, who's had a number of Billboard chart toppers. I don't think any of his albums altogether went, but he's always had a lot of hits. You know, of course, we know, You Know What's Up, and Where I Want to Be. Those are the ones that stick out in my mind. And so, like I said, all three very distinct and different sounds, but music that we all love. And as long as we can not have any issues with personalities and egos, you know, hopefully everybody is old enough to get past the ego situation. I know Dave Hollister doesn't have the best track record. He has had problems with that ego, and I think he would even tell you that himself if you watched any of his like unsungs and things like that. You know, he's been a handful in the past, but you know, sometimes it just takes some getting older and keeping on living for, you know, life to knock us back a few pegs and bring some humility to us. And you know, we'll see how it turns out for the three of them. But yes, I am definitely looking forward to them. You know, we always think of LSG and we think of TNT. TNT didn't even get to last as long as it could have because of the ego of Tyrese. But, you know, hopefully now that the time is right for this group to come together, hopefully it'll be, you know, that it'll be something good for them. And we just need some good ass fucking R&B music, you guys. I'm telling you, the R&B music that you guys call R&B music today, I love it. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not one of them old people that say, you know, oh, back in the day we used to do that. Like, I'm not that person. I love the new music. I love the old music. But what I'm saying is, it's not the same. So I just would like to get back to that. I mean, you know, bitch love you know, this Mew Mew Pew Pew, some of the Mew Mew Pew Pew too. But I still would like to, you know, I want to get it back to this, and I don't want it to just be about fucking. And we needs to make some loves around here, okay? Can you learn how to say it, you know, without saying it, like how they used to back in the day? So that's all. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, we gonna be looking out for The Shy. They don't have a release date on the album or anything. I think that they just finally have decided to come out and let everybody know, you know, and they say that, you know, level of music and the production and the writing is going to be out of this world. You already know that the voices is going to be on point. So like everybody just wait. Okay. So we waiting. Come on and give it to us, Donnell, Carl, and Dave. Guys, that is it. Let me get on. I got to get back to work. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back.